Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Welcome to BKP Politics here on FYNTV.com. Emily, I just sent you another picture. Okay, so if you can get that together. And so let me just give you a quick reminder of something. While Joe Biden, okay, and let's do this, okay, while Joe Biden and is canceling Dr. Seuss today, all right? So where's it at? Where's my story? I had it here just a minute ago. Sorry. Okay, so and then let me run through this quick because I always like for you to just stop and think. This is one of those stop and think about it moments. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the $1.9 trillion that they're going to try to rush through. Now we've not spent the money. Let's keep in mind, okay? This is called stop and it. Okay. If and when they pass the $1.9 trillion that the media is trying to help sell, as one of the most popular pieces of legislation in current history, yes, I will show you that. When passed, in 1 year, in a window of a year, $6 trillion. It's so much it can't be spent fast enough. And why are they doing it? So while they're doing that, Joe Biden, give me this is stop and think about it. Give me number one, okay? Now, on the author, Dr. Seuss, and Dr. Seuss, I don't have his full name here, but the author, I think today's his birthday. And there's a program called Read Across America Day, all right? Read Across America Day, and normally it highlights and your local county commissioners, state representatives, federal representatives, usually the president, Moochel, as Rush would call her, Moochel Obama, Melania Trump, Barack. They would all go to schools and read what? Dr. Seuss. But Biden cancels Dr. Seuss, okay? President Buck's predecessors, and omits the author from his Read Across America Day proclamation after Virginia school system drops iconic books because of racial overtones. Okay? So they're dropping these books over racial overtones. Okay? So give me one. This is not okay. Give me two. This is not okay. Give me three. Horton hears a who. This is not okay. Give me four. Green eggs and ham, Sam, I am. This is not okay. Give me five. This is not okay. And number six, without Dr. Seuss, would any of us know Cindy Lou Who, right? Or the most famous to me, number 15. Okay, thing one and thing two. Now stop and think about it. Biden has plenty to do, right? He has plenty to do. He could be bombing Syria or something, right? Biden has so much he could be looking into, getting back into the Paris Climate Accord, or he could be looking into how, let's say, we could spend more money and give it to Iran or something, maybe drop them another pallet of cash. But Biden chooses to, this is not okay. And a school system, racial undertones. So keep in mind, this is not okay. But this is okay. This is okay. Number 66. This is a man who thinks he's a woman. That's okay. 65. This is an elected official right here, 65. I think in New Hampshire. This is a man who thinks he's a woman. That's okay. Give me number 64. Former school teacher, elected representative, former school teacher. This is a man who thinks he's a woman. That's okay. And we'll wrap up with number 63. Okay. This is a man who thinks he's a woman. So, okay. Number 1. Okay. So let's try it again. Number 63. Okay. 66. Okay. And number 2. Not okay. Just saying. Just thinking. Okay. Just thinking. Now, so take that off the screen. Just don't want to spend too much more time there. So by the way, here's another one that's okay. Number 7. Just always have to throw this one in. Robert C. Byrd. Former Klansman. He is okay. Just are okay, not okay. 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 Take that off the screen. So now the $1.7 trillion, and let's get to that this morning. So they are conspiring to do a couple things. One, they have to pay the states off that came through. Yes, Trump was correct. COVID was set up. Stop and think about this, okay? Do we ever talk? And I want you to process this for me, okay? Help me out with this. So China releases a virus. You may not think so. I may think so. Potato. Virus is out there. COVID-19, a strain that is mutating and attaching itself with these little barbs that inject and boom. I mean, it's on plastic. It's on everything. It is a worldwide pandemic that came from China. Now, in the worldwide pandemic, economies were collapsed all over the world, and it provided an opportunity, the pandemic provided an opportunity for corrupt politicians in America, the deep state, to institute an economic collapse in a control of the people. So think about it, okay? Now, we rushed to get a vaccine for the virus that China put out. So we have rushed to get these 3 vaccines, and now we're talking about having the virus under control, being able to go back to school. Nobody ever talks about when China decides to do it again. Right. Is this the only time this will happen? You see, China made extreme strides over and above the rest of the world during the pandemic. China doesn't care how many of their people die. They don't. They're not sitting around. They do not have media anywhere. I will just show you something, okay? You will not see any media, and I could care less that they do it, but they do, okay? Give me number 37. Read the caption, number 1. CDC director warns states not to ease. CDC director warns states not to ease COVID restrictions. Correct? Look at the death clock. Total cases, total death, vaccines administered. I mean, they've got the shipping tickets, so they know how many vaccines have gone on the trucks, how many have gone in the arms, total deaths, cases in the United States. Now, in China, you don't see a death clock like this on any of their news networks, none whatsoever. So the Chinese gave an impression, they always do an impression of concern for their people. They got 1 billion of them. So you lose 100,000, nobody misses them. Okay, they're just not missing. All right, it hasn't depleted anything in China. They lose 1 million people, doesn't hurt anything. But moving right along, China excelled. They collapsed the rest of the world, but economically they excelled past America and everyone else for the year. They increased. We never talk and never look at it and think about what happens next time China does this to the world. Just saying. There's never any talk about it. I mean, you talk about nuclear. Listen to me very close, because I probably should get out of this. You talk about a nuclear bomb. I hear about the nuclear football, okay? I talk about the nuclear football, right? But who talks about the attack? We always worry about if we have a nuclear attack, the attack on the world that killed this many. Take a quick break. We'll be right back.